Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome back to episode 3 of season 2 of our Share Goodness Ramadan podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Johnvents Foods, the producer of Johnvents Pure Cocoa Powder and Oluji Pure Cocoa Powder, Johnvents 3-in-1 chocolate drink. My name is Azizat, a core member in Ibadan, an entrepreneur and an absolute lover of Islam, the religion of peace. And with me here, I have...
I'm Kawthar, I'm a pharmaceutical microbiologist.
Welcome. So our last episode, we talked about those fasts that we actually missed in the month of Ramadan. Do we ever get to pay them back? And we also talked about respectful interactions with people that are fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. We had quite an insightful session during the last episode. A warm Ramadan Kareem to all our listeners. Throughout this month, we'll be exploring various aspects of Ramadan. We'll be sharing personal experiences and engaging in interesting conversations.
We'll also share daily food timetables every day and resources that will help you stay nourished throughout Ramadan period.
And don't forget, Johnvents Foods is here to make you feel nourished throughout the holy month of Ramadan.
Yes, so we got you covered.
Yes, every Wednesday and Friday, we'll be hosting live sessions on Instagram and Facebook by 3 p.m. at Johnvents Foods. Before we move on to the topic of the day, we want to say a big congratulations to our winners on Friday. Thank you for participating. Congratulations. So make sure you send us a DM in case you have not to claim your prizes.
From our tip jar corner today, we'll be sharing with you 5 fun and meaningful ways to keep kids engaged during Ramadan. Number 1, create a Ramadan countdown calendar with daily activities related to Ramadan. It can include things like learning a new dua, reading a Ramadan story, helping prepare iftar, or donating to charity. Number 2, make sahur and iftar special. Set and decorate the table together, listen to Ramadan stories, or recite prayers as a family. Number 3, get creative. Make Ramadan decorations, design greeting cards for Eid, or color pictures depicting the significance of the holy month. Number 4, introduce the concept of fasting gradually. Encourage kids to fast from something they enjoy for a short period of time, like electronics, to understand the concept of self-control. And lastly, involve your kids in charitable activities. Organize a toy drive for underprivileged children or help pack food for families in need. This fosters empathy and teaches the importance of giving back. If there's anything you would like to add to our tip, you can send it in the comment section. We'll add it.
Thank you so much for that beautiful insight. So our question for today is, what are some of the challenges you face during Ramadan? We understand that Ramadan is not the same for each and every one of us. While some of us may find it super easy, some of us struggle, and some of us find it really difficult. But we pray that Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is our affairs in whatever stage that we are currently. So I think for me, one of the challenges that I face is, I have a routine that I follow strictly throughout the year, and then during that month without Ramadan, then during that month of Ramadan, it's like I have to change everything completely. I have to consciously remember that fasting is actually going on, because I obviously cannot run my day to day the way I ran it the previous month in the month of Ramadan, because Ramadan requires conscious efforts. Like I have to consciously try to do things that will give me reward during the month of Ramadan. So I think that is one of my challenges, like having to constantly push myself to be like, you can't do this, you have to dedicate more time when you are praying, or you have to consciously remember to say your adhkar, you have to consciously remember to read your Quran and all of that. So I think that's one of the challenges that I face, like that drive to be able to do more, to be able to push, and then having to do that with my day-to-day activities that I'm used to. So that can actually be quite exhausting, but I mean, we have to do what we have to do so we can actually receive the maximum reward. So what about you?
Does it have to do with you try to chip things like some activities into your daily activities.
Yes, some religious activities that I know that is going to
Strictly
give me
religious
reward.
activities.
Yeah, something like that actually. Something like that actually. Like I mean, I have to go to work. So at work I have to consciously like maybe at work now I'm used to pressing my phone for a long duration. I have to like remind myself that oh, you can't just be scrolling through internet from morning to night. You have to read the Quran, you have to say your adhkar, you have to listen to Islamic podcasts, lectures and all of that. So yeah, basically that's what it is.
I think I get you. Yours
Yes.
is quite reasonable. I wouldn't say mine is not reasonable actually, but then mine is just I think difficulty in trying to participate in things that does not revolve around food and drinks.
Wow.
Chicken.
Wow guys.
I love food.
a foodie.
I said it in a previous episode. I actually love food.
A
So
foodie.
I mean trying to stay away from food,
Can you
drinks,
imagine?
and all sorts is very tiring, but all because I love Allah.
Yes,
I
and we
just
have to do what
it.
we have to
Yes,
do. Yes.
so.
So.
And you know, the all is it should I say weakness? These
Fatigue that comes
fatigue
with
that
it, the
comes with
exhaustion. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not easy actually.
And when you
It's not
try to
easy.
talk about it, sometimes people make you feel like you're actually
Exaggerating or you're doing too much. But at the end of the day, it's your body. It's your
my
body, and you are the one that know how you are feeling. So
and we are
please-
different,
Exactly, we are
even though we are
different.
humans.
I mean, there are people that naturally they don't even eat on a normal day. Like they don't eat. I know somebody that can go 24 hours without
Talk
eating.
about these outer men. You will not see them. They are not so heavy on Saul. I will not lie to you. They just water. You tell you just give me water, I'll be fine.
And they will work all through the day, especially those ones that work in market and all of that. They would work all through the day. Like I just pray that Almighty Allah, put ease and calm in each and every one of us life, because
When I
it's
grow
really
up,
not easy out
I
there.
would like to be like them.
It's really not easy out there. Like the level of energy that those guys have is something that is really commendable. So
And headache. Do you feel headaches like occasionally?
I think that one is like when I'm already out for too long. Like when I'm outside for too long, I'll feel headache. Maybe too much encounter with sun and all of that, I will feel the headache. But apart from that, not really. Okay, maybe because I also wear a glasses. So sun, glasses, not a good combination.
Yeah, people actually complain.
Yes.
People complain about that a lot.
Not a good
But I don't do that. I
combination.
don't actually feel headache. Like it's even out of my list.
Mm-hmm.
The top of my list, like if they ask me that, okay, what is that challenge? What do you face mostly during Ramadan
Staying
period?
from food.
Yeah, I'll just tell them that the fact that I have to stay away from food from 5:20 a.m. to 7 p.m. I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Anything that is worth doing is worth doing well.
Yes.
What you
Yes,
get.
that's valid. So another topic that we have for today is what is the importance of giving during Ramadan? We know that generally Islam shows us a good direction as to why giving is very important, not just during Ramadan but generally in Islam. Islam encourages us to give, Islam encourages us to donate, and just generally be kind and be generous towards people. So tell us in the comment section, what are the challenges that you actually face during Ramadan? Tell us, we would love to hear from you. And don't forget that we'll be picking 4 lucky winners to win some of our amazing products courtesy of Johnvents Foods.
Yes.
So we know that giving during Ramadan is an essential part of Islam. It's a time when Muslims are encouraged to give generously to those in need, whether it is through zakat or sadaqah. So we know that sadaqah is a voluntary charity that is given out of kindness and generosity. It is not mandatory. It's just, when you feel that nudge to give, or just because you know that, you are doing this thing for the sake of Allah. Unlike zakat, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, which is very, 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 very important. So giving during Ramadan, Prophet Muhammad said the best charity is giving during Ramadan, and then rewards are higher during the month of Ramadan. Like literally every good deed that you do during the month of Ramadan is multiplied by 70 times. Subhanallah, like that is a lot. Like some of us, maybe even during the whole year, we might not even do any good deed, and just that one that you will do during the month of Ramadan will be multiplied by 70 times. 70 times. Please, 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 please. I enjoined us to do so much good during this holy month so that we can benefit fully from it.
You talk about giving to people in need. So what would you say about someone that would want you to give them your heart? So would you say they should try it during this Ramadan period?
I beg go. Please, 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 please. Nobody, no, nobody should come for my heart during Ramadan. I'm not interested.
You just say you should give to people in need.
I mean, I can show you general kindness now and empathy. Please, matters of the heart are complicated. Please, let's leave that one alone and focus on things that are
all right, no problem. There are many ways that Muslims can give during Ramadan, and one of the most common ways is through zakat. It is a mandatory donation of 2.5% of a Muslim's wealth to those in need. It is a way of purifying one's wealth and giving back to the community. Another way that Muslims can give during Ramadan is through sadaqah. It can take many forms, from donating money to a charity to volunteering at a local food bank, and it is a way of showing kindness and generosity to others and seeking the pleasure of Allah. Everything we do counts. Everything counts.
Yes. All our activities here on earth count. So please let's make most of it. So sadaqah in Islam during Ramadan can also example includes, feeding a hungry or
emphasis on that.
Yes, if you cannot fast due to one reason or the other, you can feed a fasting soul. So you can also get the reward, the full reward of fasting also. And then, giving water to a thirsty animal